Going on, guys? Chase Daniel here, just reacting to the latest Brandon Aiyuk news. He is staying in San Francisco. You love to see it. He moved his entire family there last offseason, and in my opinion, he is a top 10 receiver in this league. The contract is absolutely bonkers, and this gives Brock Purdy a legitimate number one weapon. I truly believe that this offense of Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy, it runs through Brandon Aiyuk. Yes, CMC is great. Yes, Deebo Samuel is great. Yes, George Kittle is great. He loves to block, get his face dirty, all that stuff. But this offense goes as Brandon Aiyuk goes, and I love to see him back in San Francisco. This puts the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl contender area. I love it. Let's get into it. We're going to break down the Brandon Aiyuk and Brock Purdy connection. Let's go. Brandon Aiyuk, love to see it. Do things a little bit differently here. We're going to break him down. The one thing about this Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy-led offense is that they move number 11 around everywhere. They can put him inside. They can put him outside. They can put him in the slot. They can motion him over. They can put him in the backfield. I've seen it. And so we got about 8 plays here that is going to break down Brandon Aiyuk. Here he is right here in the slot. Looks like a quick slant. This is in the NFC Championship game. This was a huge play against Green Bay. It's 3rd and 4, and all they're running right here in this offense, all they're doing is they are running a little short 5-yard in. Brandon Aiyuk is supposed to be running a 10 to 12-yard short, deeper in. So this is 5. This should be 10 to 12. I can't even write on this right here. 10 to 12 yards. And what he does is he ends up beating press coverage, okay? This is the hardest thing to beat in the entire NFL is press coverage. He actually shortens this one off to 8 yards, and he comes at a little bit of a difficult angle, and he does that because you can tell right now it is man-to-man. Which one of these safeties is going to be dropping in? Let's see it right here. Okay, it's this safety right here. He's dropping in. So as soon as this defender, the ball is snapped over top Brandon Aiyuk, he's going to jump outside. But he jumps outside because of this release. Watch right here in this release. Okay, it is so good. Okay, he's one of the better receivers I've seen at getting release. And then he's able to go and he's able to break this off at 8 yards. You'd love to see him come a little bit flatter, but he sees this safety coming in for this running back, CMC right here. They're bringing 5 guys right here. Brock Purdy knows, hey, it's an easy throw, easy completion, not so fast. Aiyuk sort of goes a little bit upfield right there. Brock puts it right on him. One of the tougher catches I've seen. We're going to be able to see the catch right here. Look at that quick release by Brock Purdy. Anyway, watch this catch. 2 hands underneath it. One of the toughest catches I've seen. This is what Aiyuk brings. He's really good in traffic. He can get these explosive gains down the field, but if you need him to go into the middle, he's going to get down and dirty for you. He's going to give you that first down sign. Let's see it from this view too, because I think it's really good. Okay, Aiyuk sees the safety right here, drop in to cover CMC because they're rushing 5 guys. Brock understands this. The whole middle of the field is open. That is why Aiyuk can actually break his route off a little bit sooner. He's able to do that, go down, and get the catch. All right, play 2 right here. Here's Brandon Aiyuk. Not all these are sexy down the field throws, but it's something that I just wanted to be able to show you guys because he can beat anything right here. Another press coverage right here. Another man-to-man. Okay, this is one of the hardest things you can do. Let me circle him right here so you guys know where he's at and where we're watching. He's running a dagger route. They're running a clear and a dagger route. This should be about 18 to 22 yards versus press. It's going to cut down to about 15 yards. You got to be able to stay on the timing of Brock Purdy. And anytime you get a defender inside leverage right there and you release outside for an in-breaking route, it is almost impossible to be able to get his flips to turn, the DB's flips to turn, and get in there unevaded. But what he does so well, and I'm going to show you this, You can't really see right there. He throws his left hand. He throws the defender by, stops on a dime, and ends up coming exactly where Brock wants him to be. Watch where this ball is completed, right on the numbers. And an outside release, that's exactly what you want because you have this DB following George Kittle right there. Just such an amazing job. This is what I'm talking about. Now he's outside. He's going to push outside, sell the go ball, and you can't see it right here, but he swaps. He hits the DB on the back right there, lets him go fly right on by. And not only that, okay, he caught the ball at the 44-yard line, okay? He's got like 20 yards after the catch. This is something that he brings to the table that not a lot of guys can do. Love this celebration here. Love everyone on the sideline gassing him up. Let's see if we can get a good view from this angle right here. Tough pocket by Brock Purdy as the left guard gets run over. Okay, we're going to try to slow-mo this right here. But watch that right there. Okay, this run after the catch with Aiyuk, that's what's special to him. No one really touches him. Smart to get out of bounds. Let's give him a first down right there. Let's go right there. Love to see it. Next play. Okay. Play number 3, Detroit. Motioning over. Sorry, that Green Bay game was not the NFC Championship game. It was the divisional round. This is the NFC Championship game right there. And this is him up there. He's not in the slot. He's outside receiver. He's just going to run a big post. Okay, Brock Purdy gets a little bit confused. They end up going to too high. Both of these corners go back. But watch Aiyuk right here just run. Just run. He's got a post right here. Circus catch, one of the coolest catches I've ever seen. And Brock Purdy, that's what he does. He just trusts him. He trusts him to throw it up there. That's what you love to see. Okay, look at him running. He's already beating Deebo Samuel down the field. He's beating Deebo Samuel by a yard. Here's Deebo on this cross route right here. So that just gives you an instance of his speed and what he means to the 49ers. He can be a vertical threat. We saw him in the slot. We saw him on an in-breaking route. Now, this is a deep route where he's just, if it's one-on-one, an old coach of mine used to say it's one-on-none. Just throw it up to the big man. Brock does a good job of seeing this guy. Stay low right here. But watch Aiyuk, okay? Go up, never gives up on a play. Gets interfered with right there, by the way. Sticks up one hand and is able to find the concentration. Let's see if we have the other side. He's able to find the concentration to be able to go up and get it. See it right here. Okay, tipped. Look at this concentration. Like, are you kidding me? In the biggest game of the year, he shows up and he is their number one target. Make no mistake about it. He is the guy. Here's one of my favorite plays right here. He's got a corner route. I'm going to cheat, okay? He's up there, singled receiver. He's the X receiver. You're going to motion him over. Brock Purdy's going to do a naked to the left, okay? This ball should go to George Kittle. He ends up watching and seeing the scramble drill and coming back over here. He catches the touchdown. Watch this, okay? Even when he knows he's not going to get the ball, he's supposed to, like, slow release inside, speed up, and go to the corner. Okay, this is what he does because he knows that he is going to be clearing out this corner route for this over route. And when he does that and he sees Brock Purdy in trouble, watch this guy right here, okay, uncover back there and go up in the back of the end zone and make a play. Watch this. Throw him off right there. Maybe a little OPI right there, but he goes up, gets the touchdown. You can do the celebration. Oh, yeah, let's go. Look at all of his teammates. They love him. Let's see from this view, see if it's a little bit better. You just love to see it because this play is supposed to be for George Kittle right here. Brock Purdy's going to go out. He's going to naked to his left, okay? There's no way that Brandon Aiyuk should be over here at all. He sees his quarterback in trouble right here. He says, hey, you know what? I'm just going to buy some time, go up, make a huge catch. I think it might be better on this one. Make a huge catch on the other side and into a touchdown. And I love to see that this play is what it's all about. When your quarterback's in trouble, good job by Brock Purdy making these underneath defenders come this way. But when you go back and you do this scramble drill, they practice all the time. Not everyone gets it. Brock said, there's 3 defenders. in this area, but I know I got George Kittle, and most importantly, I got Brandon Aiyuk to stand up and to make this huge catch right there in the back of the end zone, and just everyone celebrates with him. You got to love it. Here's one of my favorite plays of the season. Okay, it's a dagger route, okay, and a through route. It's the same thing that he did, but I want you to watch. Okay, Brandon Aiyuk right here, outside receiver in a bunch set. Watch what he does at the top of his route. Instead of keeping it flat, he takes it at an angle. And I'm going to explain this to you as soon as I show. Love this little motion. Go back, drop like you're left-handed. Watch Aiyuk right there. He goes at an angle. Okay, this should be, he goes right here. This is not a post. This is not a double post. This is supposed to be a through route, clear out. That's what a through route is, and a dagger. How many receivers do you know that are smart enough to understand that underneath coverage, Diggs and Jamal Adams, they're underneath. So if I run right there, there is no way in hell that my quarterback is going to be able to throw the ball there. So what I'm going to do is, and Brock does this too, I'm going to take this a little bit higher because I feel that safety. Okay, he sees this guy, that guy, and this guy. As soon as he gets out of the break, understands where he needs to be, and he's able to make this catch. Like, I'm telling you, this is crazy. You love the juice that he brings too. Watch Brock Purdy right here. Okay, he catches it between all four of these guys. This is what's amazing to me. Like, you love to see it. Another touchdown. And here's a really good view of it. I think you can be able to see it. Love Brock's left-handed drop. Okay, he's taking it this way to where people are open instead of this way. And when he does that, he is wide open. He makes this play work. I remember Kyle Shanahan after this play, and hearing about him talk was just like insane play. Like, love to see it. Here's another one too. This isn't going to get a lot of fanfare, but what I want these young receivers to know, okay, they put them in a lot of these cut splits, outside receivers. He's just going to run a square out. Most receivers, college, NFL, they will push up to 10 to 12 and they roll out of it and they stay flat. I want you to watch what he does at the very top of his route. He's right here. Well, let me draw it. He's right there. Watch what he does at the top of his route. He reduces it. He sees that there's a defender underneath. I think that's Slay. Instead of staying like this, he reduces it. And by reducing it, he doesn't allow this defender to undercut. If he were to keep it flat like this, okay, this receiver would undercut and intercept it. This is why Brock Purdy is who he is. If they would have lost him, and they still might lose him, I don't know, we'll see. But it is something of a magician out there with routes. He makes it so easy on one of the best corners in the entire league. He's able to get his feet down. It's really hard to see right there, but he's coming downhill, okay, this way, because he understands he wanted to cut back in. Good job by Slay tackling him. But it's just one of those things where it's just such a good receiver. Let's go to the next play right here against the Cardinals. Here he is right here. Once again, tight split inside the numbers. These tight splits, what do? They get these defenders off. Okay, they got 5 guys in the middle of the field. I don't know exactly what coverage they're trying to do right here. Watch this play. Once again, it's exactly it's a similar play to what we saw earlier. It's a post and it's an over route. Brock Purdy says, hey, Brandon Aiyuk is down there somewhere. I'm going to just throw it up to the big man and let him make a play. Here's what's interesting to me, though, is that Aiyuk knows that he should be running this way. He sees this guy. He sees this bad guy. He understands, hey, I can't take it there anymore. That's the angle that I've been coached. That's the angle that everyone's been telling me to do. Instead of taking it at that high angle, I'm going to flatten it in front of this guy right here. Watch this little subtle movement right here, right there. He's able to make the catch. Like, this is the type of trust that Brock Purdy has in Brandon Aiyuk. You got to love to see it, okay? Watch this throw. This is not open. Mere mortals, this is not open. Brandon Aiyuk understands it's the underthrow. He comes underneath right there. He's able to make this catch. Something like a magician out there. Another run after the catch. Pretty good. Here's the last play on the cut up right here. Here's Aiyuk in press coverage. Okay, they have him inside the numbers. Usually don't get pressed inside the numbers. Look at this release. Okay, it's one-on-one. Watch this release down here. Oh my gosh. I'm just telling you right now, this is called a slim route. It's a 7-step slant, sometimes a 5-step slant. Depends on what leg you end up on your outside. This play, in my opinion, if I'm Brock Purdy, this play is dead because this play sucks versus press coverage. Nope, not against Aiyuk. Look at this release. You get on top. This DB's flat-footed, looking at the quarterback, no idea why, and that is the sudden quickness and movement that Brandon Aiyuk brings to the table for this San Francisco 49ers team. He is one of the best receivers in the entire league. Look at this, Debo's in the backfield. They got all sorts of stuff over there. In my opinion, top 10 receiver. I actually have him at 8. I'll release my rankings a little bit later. But look how friendly he is to a quarterback. That's what you love to see. Brandon Aiyuk is an absolute game changer.